Hello everybody. This is Nana's Workshop. I am Shannon and welcome to Garden Talk. Today I'm at Shamrock Nursery. Again, this is the best store in my whole life. I love this place. Today we're going to talk about fairy gardens. You can do any kind of thing with a fairy garden, you guys. You can plant it in a wagon. You can plant it in old lick tubs. You can plant them in just anything, cast iron or metal, feeding buckets. You name it, you can plant in it. Oh my gosh. You can plant in anything. Old chairs, you can put mesh wire in take the seat out of a chair and put a mesh wire in there. Fill it with some burlap, put a little bit of soil in there and put some succulents in it. I'm gonna show you guys some beautiful little cute statues, some plants that they have available. You can put any little kind of plant in there. You don't want it to overwhelm when it gets older, grows bigger, because you're going to still want to see that little accent that you make, like a little village or a house, you know, little gnomes and things like that, mushrooms. The little plants specifically are called miniature fairy garden plants, and they don't get that big, so they're the best kind to use in a fairy garden. Other plants that are really good are succulents. You can use these little miniature succulents. They do not grow that fast and they stay small, and they stay small for a long period of time. These are some very cute little varieties. I love these colors. The colors too are kind of cute as they go together. Some other plants that you can use are, like I said, there's such a big variety of them, but look how little tiny these things are. They're really cute. So they have such a broad variety of all kinds. I'll show you an example of a fairy garden here in a second, but I also want to show you some things you can use in your fairy garden. Now, these are just some accent bowls you can use. They're kind of a moss lined. You can put fairy gardens in these, different things. They have several different varieties anywhere that you can get little mini accents for the fairy gardens. This is an archway, very cute. This would be cute, like in a wagon, something long. Is that not adorable? Something very simple, you know, have this little gnome house. Look at this little guy, he could lay right on top of there. Is that not cute? That would be the main focus of the whole thing. Then you have other little accents, such as you can have a pond with fish. This looks like it might be like a dock, you know, out to the water part. Very cute little accents, all kinds. Anything you want to stick in there, you guys. Make your theme. You can have, here's more fish. You have an outdoor theme. Looks like a trout to me. Look at this cute puppy with a butterfly on its nose. You could do angel related. These are adorable. Look at these. Are those not cute? Turtles, lambs, more puppies, frogs, all kinds of little accents you can put in your fairy garden. Go on and on. These statues, there's so many little mushrooms, butterflies that you can stick in there so they stick up out off the ground. That shovel's really cute. Birdhouses, buckets. Look at that birdhouse. It's really cute. So as as you're making your fairy garden, you start with your, excuse me, you could start with your container and go ahead and make sure it has drain holes and fill it with your garden soil, but add a little bit of sand or something so it drains really well. Then you want to go ahead and arrange such, do you want a path up to a house, or do you want a water feature, you know, like with your fake rocks, like these here are some different colors of sand. So this is kind of a gray or a purple, so you can use these for the path colors. And then you can get rock colors, so you can make a pond or a lake to look at. And then you can use different kinds of moss. And depending on what you want or how big of an area you have to fill in, and I'll show you an example in a little bit. But here is some Spanish moss. And this is sheet moss. And I like to use this mostly because it lays flat and you can poke your wire accents into it and it'll hold it down, and it would work really, really well. Now here's another kind. This is another favorite of mine. I love this stuff. It's reindeer moss. Is that not awesome? Look at that. I love that. So you can do all kinds, guys. Here's some more different color sand. I think this is a purple. But you can make any kind of container into a fairy garden. It's really cool. So now I'm going to show you an example that they did here at Shamrock Nursery in Neely. And by the way, if you are in the area, either in Norfolk, Verdigris, Neely, or O'Neill, stop in. They're having some crazy, crazy sales going on right now. It's coming to the end of the season. I would jump in here. You guys, the discounts, the sales prices, the discount pricing is crazy. It's crazy days right now. So anyway, here is a cute little example that they did with a fairy garden. See, here's the colored rocks and that sand. Here's the reindeer moss. There's two different colors here, but that kind of represents some shrubs maybe. And look at that little plant. This little hut is adorable. And there's a little gnome guy. Can you see him back there? But there's some more little plants. There's the one I showed you in the pot. And then they filled this with some sphagnum moss to kind of fill in just the open areas. But again, you can use that Spanish moss to fill in and have it stay green. But is that not cute? So you can use any kind of container that you want and make any kind of a theme that you want, because they have so many different statues out there available. You can make it Christmas themed, you can make any kind. Schoolhouse themed, just about anything. So let's see, what else can we talk about today? Here is the, nope, that's not it, sorry. Getting out of hand. But the succulents are so cool to use in those fairy gardens. Here's some more succulents. I mean, these could even be used in and around a fairy garden. Really, really cute. So many different ideas, so many different accents. I gotta show you this frog. This frog is really cute. His head moves. So cute. You can make one a 4th of July theme, a boating theme, you know, with your water and your gnomes out there in their swimsuits and things like that. What else? There's just so many different plants. This, I think, is a miniature arrowhead type of plant. This would be really cute. And this was in that one I showed you. So very, very cute, adorable. So many things you could make. I made one out of a wagon, and it had a whole theme. It had like a village, like a little hut here and hut, and you know, it had paths to each hut, and then in the, you know, in the front center it had the like a lake area, you know, where all the gnomes went to hang out. So you can make it any kind of a theme, guys. So before I leave you, let's take a walk through here and I'll show you what they have going on here at Shamrock. So I'm gonna take you outside. Say hi.
Hi.
I'm gonna take you outside to the perennial yard before we go and show you what they have. Have a lot of discounts going on. They have a lot of vines still available, a lot of ground cover, grasses, many trees out there. Let's go out front. They have a lot of things out front here for sale. They have a lot of mulch left here, guys. Look at the shrubs. Here we are, Shamrock Nursery. But a lot of shrubs here, guys, that are available. Big sales. Good looking trees, beautiful shrubs, and a lot of perennials. And you still have your fillers. Don't forget to register if you come on in. Register for a free bike. They're having a drawing. It will be held July 1st. They have a lot of little knickknacks. Some fillers in the garden. Things for kids. They have Jack's Classic. This is like the best fertilizer bloom boost you could ever find. In fact, I may need to pick some up before I leave today. They have some water fountains available, seeds, and we're going into the annuals. Plenty of plants to choose from. A lot of annuals. Look at those gorgeous salvia up there. They are an annual salvia. They are beautiful purple. A lot of geraniums available. You have dry hot areas. There's a lot of plants here available for that type of spot. Beautiful petunias yet. If you have a shady area, here are some gorgeous impatiens. Look at them colors. And if you're still potting plants, they have plenty of fillers left that you can use to fill in your pots with your main flowers. Vines yet. This is your mandevilla vines. They have your sun impatiens and your begonias. Look at that beautiful peach color on that begonia. Isn't that gorgeous? They have patio set, all kinds of pots for you. Seed varieties. I always think it's never too late to plant anything because I am actually still planting my perennials, and I think through the month of June I still plant, and so they turn out fine. Some people wait, earlier in the spring or late in the fall, but I plant up until July 1st, so they are still open. Come and get your things, you guys. There's a big variety of items yet. Outdoor chimes and signs and all kinds of things here. So come and get your fairy garden items and plant your fairy gardens with your kids. They love it. I did that with my grandkids, and each one planted their own kind of theme, and it was so much fun. So talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching Garden Talk. Bye bye now.